1 cup of flour, 3/4 of a cup of fine semolina, the kind used for cakes or basbousa flour, 1/2 cup of coconut, and make sure it's finely shredded coconut, not the coarse kind. This is 1/2 cup of oil, 2 tablespoons of ghee, which you can skip if you want, but if we add them, they give a nice flavor. 1/2 cup of sugar, 2 containers of yogurt. Each container is about 105 or 107 grams, depending on the brand. 4 eggs, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Our syrup should be light to medium in consistency. It definitely shouldn't be thick. That's not suitable at all. So we make it with 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, and a squeeze of lemon. And I leave it on low heat from the moment it starts boiling. Let it boil for about 7 minutes from when it starts boiling. So it should be boiling in front of me, but on low or medium heat for 7 minutes. The amount of sugar should be equal to the amount of water. So if we used 3 cups of sugar, then it should be 3 cups of water with a squeeze of lemon. That's it. That's the syrup. Set it aside. And here is the coconut for decoration. Now, in the blender, someone might ask me, can I leave out the yogurt? No, don't leave it out at all. Absolutely don't leave it out. I'll be upset, really. Don't leave it out. Let's go. We're going to blend the liquid ingredients together. And always remember this. I added the eggs, yes. But why do I quickly add the vanilla? Because so many people forget about the vanilla and then don't know what to do. Sugar. With the oil, all the liquids with the sugar and the ghee. Just like that. You have the dry ingredients here, like this and like that. The yogurt should always be taken out of the fridge ahead of time so it's not cold. And always, make sure it's loosened up and smooth. Use a fork, a spoon, anything so it has the consistency of buttermilk. All right. The eggs aren't cold, the yogurt isn't cold, the flour isn't cold. Nothing I'm using in this cake should be cold at all. Always make sure when you're making cake that nothing you use has even a couple of drops of water in it. If this mixer has even 2 drops of water left from when you washed it before, or if you just rinsed it or anything like that, yeah, these 200 drops will get you the whole cake. Even the counter you're working on, if there's a drop of water on it and your hand touches something by accident and so on. A bowl, a plate, any plastic item you're using, if a drop of water splashes into the cake next to the eggs, it's a disaster. Now we'll add the sifted flour, the fine coconut, and the baking powder together and mix the dry ingredients. That's good. I've mixed the baking powder well with the sifted flour and the fine coconut. Now let's take the mixture. Let's go. We've beaten all the liquid ingredients together until their color became light. Okay? Now we'll pour these light and beautiful liquid ingredients onto the flour. The cake mixture just needed a minute of semolina. Now let's go ahead and put it in. Guys, when you make this cake, you'll notice that it's a bit light. At first, you'll feel that its texture is a little runny, and just leave it like that light. It turns out nice and fluffy, and it thickens up as the semolina expands and absorbs the liquids. It'll come out just right, beautiful, amazing, everything you want. In the end, the cake will have a slightly light texture, and that's normal, just leave it light. The amount you see in front of you is different from the amount I have, the amount you have. The pan is size 24, and you could even go a size smaller. Here, I'm going to use a size 26 pan. Let's get started. Now we're going to put the cake straight into the oven at the agreed temperature on 180 degrees for any cake on the middle rack. On the middle rack, of course. Ravani is also one of those things that doesn't take a long time in the oven, just like regular cake. Regular cake might take 40 minutes. But this one could be done in 30 to 35 minutes. Just check on it and you'll see it's cooked through. Rawani and basbousa are both things that don't take as long as regular cake to bake. It takes about 5 minutes less. So depending on your oven, subtract 5 minutes from what you're used to. When the rawani comes out of the oven, you pour the syrup over it as soon as it cools down a bit. So I leave it for about 2 or 3 minutes. Then I pour the syrup over it, sprinkle some coconut on top, and enjoy. Bon appetit.